There's someone you used to talk to every day. Someone who knew your humor, your fears, your worst moods. And now, you haven't spoken in months. No argument, no betrayal, no real ending, just silence. And the strangest part isn't the distance, it's that you don't know what to do with it, whether to reach out, whether it's too late, whether it was somehow your fault. This kind of loss is hard to name because it doesn't look like loss from the outside. No one died, nothing exploded. Friendship just cooled slowly, quietly, without warning. And so you carry it without a word for it. Not grief, because grief has a reason. This is something quieter, a low ache that lives underneath normal days. Psychologists call this friendship ambiguity, the pain of a relationship that never officially ended. Research shows it can hurt just as much as a direct rejection, sometimes more, because there's no closure to reach for, no moment to point to, just absence. And your mind, because minds hate unanswered questions, starts writing its own explanation. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe I'm just hard to keep around. You fill the silence with self-blame, because self-blame, strange as it sounds, feels safer than uncertainty. Here's what the research actually says. The sociologist Gerald Molenhurst spent 7 years tracking people's friendships. We replace roughly half of our close friends every 7 years, not through conflict, not through betrayal, but simply through changing circumstances. Friendship is not a structure you build once and keep forever. It's more like a fire. It needs consistent tending. When life shifts those conditions, new jobs, new cities, new seasons, the fire doesn't go out because someone failed. It goes out because the conditions changed. Your brain has a system called the default mode network. It activates when you think about yourself, other people, and how you relate to them. When a friendship is close and active, this network runs constant, quiet simulations. It keeps people alive inside your mental world, even when they're not physically present. But when contact fades, the brain begins to quiet those simulations, not because it forgot the person, but because it learned that running those simulations no longer leads anywhere. Neuroscientists call this synaptic pruning. The brain reduces the pathways connected to that person, not erasing them, just letting them grow quiet from disuse. This is why reaching out after a long silence feels so strange. It's not that you don't care. The love didn't disappear. The pathway just needs rebuilding. When a friendship fades without explanation, your brain will personalize it. Cognitive behavioral psychology calls this personalization, automatically making external events about your internal worth. The next time the story starts, "They left because of me," pause and name it out loud. This is personalization. My brain is filling a gap. The longer the silence, the more the reach feels like it needs to be perfect. But that wait is exactly what keeps people frozen. You don't need a reason. You don't need an explanation. Thought of you today is enough. The other person is frozen in the exact same silence, waiting for someone to go first. Not every fading friendship is a failure. Some are simply seasons. Some friendships were real inside a specific season of life, and real doesn't mean permanent. Letting a chapter close honestly is not the same as giving up. It is recognizing that some connections were complete, not broken. What sustains close friendship is not shared history, it is shared time. Just small, consistent signals that say, "You are still part of my world." Friendships are not monuments, they are living systems. They breathe, they shift, they respond to conditions. Your only real question is, do I want to tend this or let it rest? The friendships that faded were not accidents. They shaped you. They made you funnier, softer, more yourself. Life moved the way life always does. Loneliness is not proof you are difficult to love. It is proof you know what closeness feels like and that you still want it. That wanting is not weakness.
It is the most honest thing about you.